So if you do not want to have an attorney, you want to proceed without counsel, sign that, and then that will be placed in the file up here at the courthouse as documentation that that's what you want to do. If you want to have an attorney, you can still have one if you want. You understand?
He signed it, Your Honor.
All right, that's your signature she just showed me on the camera.
Yes, sir.
You understand that that means that you're giving up your right to have an attorney and proceeding in this matter on your own.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, the next step is for you to either deny or admit the violations. Now, if you deny the violations alleged, then what you're saying is I want to have a hearing and require the state to present evidence and proof so that committed these offenses or these violations, and I want to defend against that, cross-examine the witnesses, and present testimony on my own behalf. Now, if you admit to the violations, then you're admitting that what they said in those violations are true, that you did those things, that they're a violation of your control, and then that would mean I would make a decision on one of the three options that I gave you as to what should happen once that has been decided. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about the allegations?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Have any questions about your rights to have a hearing and continuous prepare for the hearing and subpoena witnesses? Do you have a question about any of those rights that you have?
No, Your Honor.
You understand? Right? And you admit or deny the allegations set forth in the allegations that was filed by the probation department.
I admit.
All right? All right. Officer Kelly, I just have a question here. I see that he was placed on commission control back on March 4th, 2020. He was complete as placed then. And then it says in the allegation that he completed in June of 21.
Yes, sir.
All right, what was,
Yes,
the,
Your Honor.
what was the delay in completion?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. When I took over to Cave, it was with another officer, and then we're doing phone reports monthly to see how his progress was going. And the last case note that I had was from the precinct coordinator stating that she received information that he completed on June 15th of this year.
Okay, was that your second go around then, Mr. Hatfield, at Ed's place?
No, sir, it would have been my first. I also pursued transitional living and also done some.
Oh, okay, and then, so then after that, then they said before you go back, all right.
Yeah, after.
So, why didn't you report when you got out the second time?
Well, Your Honor, I'll be truthful with you. I work in a full-time job. I was working up to 6 days a week, 12-hour shift.
Where were you working?
Excuse me?
Where were you working?
I currently work for Automotive in Waverly, Ohio. It's a factory. They do automobile, like manufacturing, they car parts, cross covers.
Okay. So why didn't you report?
Well, the thing of it was, I really didn't have any contacting her, like in the middle of my treatment day because I really couldn't. Of course, I'm a single guy. I got me a place, like a little apartment to live in, and the bills and stuff just got.
Okay, hold on. All I'm hearing is blah, blah, blah. Okay? I asked you why you didn't report, and you're giving me all this stuff about what you're doing. That's not the reason you didn't, that's not a reason not to report. Why didn't you report?
I just had no way of contacting her.
Hold on, you don't have a phone? You don't know anybody has a phone?
No, sir.
You have no, you're working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, you don't have money to buy a phone? You can get one of those pay-as-you-go phones. How much are you making an hour?
I'm making $11.16 an hour.
$11.15 an hour, and you're working 60 hours, 70 hours a week, and you don't have money to buy a phone. What do you, Mr. Hatfield, you and I both know that's a load of crap, okay? You're better off just telling me that there's no excuse, because there is no excuse. And to sit there and give me all this ration of crap about how busy you are and that you didn't have no way of doing it, bull. Okay? That is absolute bull, what it is. You and I both know. Now, did he get drug tested, Miss Kelly?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor, no.
When's the last time you were tested, Mr. Hatfield?
Probably about a month ago.
Where at?
Actually in, Waverly Outpatient.
And where?
At Waverly Outpatient.
And is that where you're going for counseling?
Yeah, that's where I'm still kind of maintaining counseling right at the moment, yeah.
All right. Okay, when did you get arrested, last night?
Actually, I turned myself in this morning.
This morning, all right. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue on your community control, same conditions that you are going to report. You're going to tell them where you're living. You're going to comply. And you're going to maintain your employment. And you're going to set up a payment plan for your work costs and your restitution. And there's no reason you can't do that. And I'm going to, because you still have $1,200 in outstanding restitution, I'm going to extend your community control by a year. Now, presuming that you're still clean, you haven't committed any violations, you've got a job, you're working, if you can get this stuff paid off the next year and stay clean, you can probably get off paper. But by not communicating and not, and just give me this like ration of crap, that's all it is. You and I both know that. That's just, in fact, I'm a little insulted. You think I'm that damn stupid that I would listen and believe you. You know? Sometimes I think that the people out there in that camera must see a stupid imposed on the screen over my head, because that is just about the stupidest lie I have ever heard in 13 years here at the bench. And this, I can't even believe she said it. It's just amazing. I'm working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, 72 hours a week, $11.50 an hour, and you don't have money, no way to contact us. Oh, that is just ridiculous. So you're lucky that I'm not going to go ahead and just send you to prison for being a really bad liar. But this is going to be a warning to you. Better do what I told you. And be honest. Don't be lying to anybody anymore, because you're not going to do anything. You ain't fooling anybody. The first rule of lying is to say something that makes sense. And what you said didn't even make sense. So you couldn't even get past the number 1 rule of lying, let alone being able to be carried off. So from now on, quit lying, tell the truth, do what you're told. As soon as you get out this morning, you report uptown to Miss Kelly. And then you comply with all those other conditions. Do you have any questions? All right, make sure this is the last time I see you.